parents are two of the only survivors of their family from Poland and from this part of the world. And most of my family were killed in the Warsaw Ghetto or in Treblinka. They came from a small town about an hour and a half south of Warsaw, and was born about 6 weeks after my parents arrived in New York. My parents were among the last group of refugees who came through Ellis Island. And I always had a very, I would say, difficult set of feelings about Poland, because I grew up in a community of survivors. There were 800 Polish Jewish survivor families who ended up living in southern New Jersey. We felt that Poland was a cemetery, and in many ways it is, and we have to remember that part of it. But now when you come to the museum, you see our history, you see beauty, you see inspiration, you also see the Polish people who are really interested in understanding the history of the Jewish population, the history of the Polish population, the interconnectedness of the populations, and who are filled with happiness and joy and pride. And so I think that the museum will really provide an extraordinary educational opportunity. I work a lot with youth. I work a lot with families and with youth who are working to find their place in our story. And we never had a way to really teach the history of the Jewish people and our story before we had the museum. Now we have a way to talk about the accomplishments of the Jewish people in a way that inspires pride and a sense of place in history. And that's a great gift, and actually the next chapter in the story of Jewish civilization. The most powerful message for me is about resilience, about the capacity of human beings to be resilient, to experience trauma, and to treat each other in the ways in which we know that people treated each other during the Holocaust, but to then move forward and to use that experience to make them stronger and to be resilient.